Heck yeah. So it's been a while since I got a chance to play around with this little device. Well, I guess it's not little.
This is the Model 1 of the PlayStation 3 Megalodon, and it's just going through all three models, especially the first and the second model. The first model, I was viewing it and noticed Brook from 2016 in here. It's what it says, and you know, 2015 is, I believe, is when I started it. But I'm showing off the USB hubs, the LED cooling fans, the mesh in front of it, and even the humor that I have. And I think maybe I was unsure on things, and also the humor must have added to it. And I guess I could see 8 years ago, maybe I was being annoying too, but showing you the 12 volts DC, which is normally in a car. Sometimes you called it the cigarette lighter too. And yes, it does power my cell phone when I was using it at that time. The hard drive on top right there that you see with the blue LED, that case never made it past Model 3. It actually broke. I'm showing you more cooling fans, some of the other components I have used in here, and this one was a learning curve. If you're going to be cheap, be cheap. So there was a lot of things in here that I disliked about the case, including the way the disk drive was mounted. So I, in effect, didn't like this case quite a bit, and was starting to build wood around it. I got a little bit into carpentry because of some good friends. Even with this PlayStation 3 60 gig model, one of the earlier models, the very first model, it gave me the yellow light of death, and because of that, a good friend of mine, he knew how to do thermo paste, which he showed me how to do, so we revived this one from the yellow light of death that it pertains. So that's why I started the Megalodon Model 1 originally, which it wasn't called Model 1, it was just called the PlayStation 3 Megalodon. So we revived it from yellow light of death, and then I also heard that the power supply may have been bad too, so I have gotten rid of that, and it's using a PC power supply was the whole idea. And some people have asked me, and I've been meaning to do a video on it, about how did I actually get the PC power supply to power the PlayStation 3, and I believe this is a 350, 380 watt. So I was using a big boy. I've also utilized older parts, including this PlayStation 3 cover. This was actually on the case itself, if anyone really remembers. So I decided to use that as a door, as a prototype. We scrapped that. Onto this video, I decided I was going to use LEDs, and the idea was let's go ahead and use LEDs from a auto parts store, so like Advanced Auto, O'Reilly's, whatever you want to call it. So we utilized these inside here, and they were absolute crap. They have not made it past Model 3. They are gone. Goodbye. Good riddance. But I started with a PC case from Cadillac Lanes, and then we move on to Model 2. This one's a real short. I guess I didn't really have much video footage of it, just more pictures, but I decided to use all wood. So everything is wood, plexiglass, everything from Model 1 is in Model 2, was looking cool, and then it was too big and costing too much. So we come to the third model, PlayStation 3 Megalodon Prototype 3 Final, and it's my prototype, so I'm going to call it that. And this will be the final model of this type. I'm not going to rip it out of this case and pop it in another one. This is its home, and I'm very proud of the different things that have been put into here, some practical things that, you know, so many wires everywhere. You know, you'd have so many USB wires everywhere, so this just, everything's encased and enclosed. Like I said, the original power supply, there's 8 USB ports right there. 4 of them still need to be soldered in and then put into the hub. This is the back of the PlayStation 3 that I'm holding in my hand, where the HDMI port and the multi-AV, your Cat 5. So I have that all epoxied, and it is running. Here's the cooling fans that Asus put in it. The RGB board that did power that up with the SATA connection. I got a little greedy and was trying to hook up other LEDs, and if you push a different color, those lights you see that are red are a product of that. So if you push green, those are red. If you push red, then they're green. So I accidentally started that RGB board on fire, so no more RGB board. So I'm using the controller board from the actual auto LED. So, and yes, I did keep that cover too, and we're going to utilize it, and there'll be more.